Hello, friends. Welcome back to Transcendent Astrology and Tarot. A little bit different for this channel. This is a twin flame soulmate or specific person weekly reading that I'm starting now on this channel. It used to be on my other channel at Michelle Fondin Author. Do check out that channel as well. But I decided to restart this weekly reading for twin flame soulmates and specific person on this channel at Transcendent Astrology and Tarot. My name is Michelle Fondin. I am the author of 12 published books, including 2 twin flame books, Twin Flame Romance, The Journey to Unconditional Love, and Twin Flame Union, The 7 Keys to a Healthy Twin Flame Journey. All of my published books are available on Amazon. I do tarot readings, and guess what? I am starting a brand new professional tarot readers course called Read Tarot Like a Pro. You can find out more on June 12th. You can register below in a Zoom call with me to find out more about this upcoming course starting June 26th of 2025 and how you can join if you're looking for a side hustle, a side gig, or you've been thinking about reading tarot professionally. Make sure to join me June 12th, sign up below. Why have I decided to do the tarot readings for twin flames and soulmates once again? The reason for that is that I still coach twin flames, and I am seeing twin flames come together at an amazing rate right now as we speak. The energies are shifting and nothing is wasted. Now, I'm seeing twin flames come together with their twin flame or come together very quickly with a soulmate. Things are happening, things are moving and grooving, and I felt like I needed to jump back in there to help you if you're on the verge of giving up on your twin flame journey, or if you think that love is impossible for you. I have a very specific format that I do for my twin flame and soulmate readings. So just follow along, you'll catch on. I'm doing 1 per week on this channel, posting it on Mondays. So if you're new, please do subscribe, click on the bell so you never miss a weekly reading. I always start my readings with a blessing. I say my blessing over the cards. If it doesn't resonate with you, take a few moments, take a few breaths, do a blessing inside of your heart. If any part of the reading resonates with you, then it is for you. If there's one card in the reading that resonates with you, this reading is for you. So I'm going to say my blessing and then we'll get started. Dear God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, Mother Mary, archangels, angels of God, twin flames and soulmates, guardian angels, romance angels, twin flame angels, please help this audience open their hearts and expand to the messages. Please let these messages be truthful, inspired, and of the highest light and love of God. We're going to start with the divine feminine. Now, if you're a soulmate or if you are wondering about a specific person, you might be thinking, divine feminine, that's crazy. Here's why I do divine feminine and divine masculine. Whether you are in a same-sex couple or not, here's the thing. Everyone has a different energy dynamic and opposites attract. Even if you do not identify with a gender or you're a same-sex couple, there are polarities, right? There is a polarity in energy. The same side of a magnet does not attract. It's always the opposite sides of the magnet that attracts. So we do divine feminine, divine masculine, and the couple. I do some romance cards. I'm going to do the twin flame soulmate cards, and then I'm going to pull some messages to see where your person is at. Again, if anything resonates with you, then it is for you. So here we go. This is for divine feminines, their energy toward the divine masculine at this moment in time for the week starting Monday, June 2nd of 2025. Please and thank you. What do we get here? What do we have here? Ace of Fire, Ace of Wands. I absolutely love this energy. This is an inspired energy for the Divine Feminine Collective. Inspired, wanting the passion of starting something new. This could be a brand new relationship, or it could be rekindling another relationship, such as your twin flame. So it could be starting a new endeavor. Maybe your passion is you're starting a new business. You're starting a new side hustle. You're going to do read tarot like a pro. But you're starting something new and you're excited about it. This is new passion, new drive, new fire. Again, this could be the rekindling. It could be you rekindling your energy with your specific person. And if it's not, if it's your career, if it's a business you are starting, then maybe it's that, but it's good energy. It's positive, it's upbeat, it's uplifting. That's exactly where you need to be, Divine Feminine. You don't want to be in lower frequencies. You don't want to be in a lower energy. Ace of Fire, Ace of Wands is a great way to start this reading. Let's see what the Divine Masculines, where are they at this week, starting June 2nd of 2025, toward their Divine Feminine counterparts. We have the Knight of Air rushing toward. Okay, honestly, this is the energy that we have been waiting for. This is the energy that we have been wanting. We want this Knight of Air energy, meaning moving forward, no hesitation, lightning speed energy. Now, for some of you that are not familiar with this tarot deck that I use, it's the Angel Tarot. This is the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords energy. The Knight of Swords is the fastest moving energy in the tarot deck. He does not hesitate. Now, sometimes he's not so decisive in his actions. Sometimes he just goes for it. But with the Divine Masculine energy, I really like that it's the energy of going for it. It's, if you've ever been to Disneyland or Walt Disney World Hollywood Studios, there is this song on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and you'll learn very quickly if you're new to my channel that I always make Disney references. I am a Disney person. But this song that Mickey is singing with Minnie is Nothing Can Stop Us Now. And everything goes wrong, but nothing is going to stop them. And that's a song that came to mind when I got this message for the Divine Masculines that nothing can stop them now. They don't know how they're going to make it happen, but nothing can stop them. They're just full speed ahead, moving forward. And it's interesting. It can also be about like swift communication coming in as well, because the Swords suit is also about communicating. So let's see what the couple's energy says for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, soulmates, specific persons together. What do we have here? Starting June 2nd of 2025. We got to reshuffle. Nothing was really coming out here. Some people were like, oh, so what's your shuffle? Oh, that was a jumping card. We're going to put that to the side. We're going to put that to the side for the couple. Some people are like, oh, what's your shuffling method? So my shuffling method is just like this, but then I spread them out. I used to just wait for a card to fall out. It just got too messy. So I just do this. Sometimes it's the last card. Sometimes it's the card before that comes out, but I just wait for the energies to come out. It's not like I'm saying I'm going to pick the last card. It's the energy that I'm waiting for. So we have 7 of Fire, 7 of Swords, which is battling from the heart, meaning this is not a bad thing. It's usually more of a Divine Feminine energy, but this is for the couple. It's like fighting for the heart, fighting for the heart. The heart is going to guide you and lead you, but it is a card of like, I'm going to go for it, but also I'm going to defend the heart. So it's not always an easy energy. It's usually like things turn out fine, but it's not always an easy energy with the 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands is like, there's a battle to be fought, but it is a battle of the heart. So let's see what the jumping card was. Yeah, the jumping card is the 5 of Cups, and the 5 of Cups is usually about past disappointments. Here's what I'm getting, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. I'm getting that this week, June 2nd, the week of June 2nd, the energies are going well. You don't need to battle so hard. So with the 7 of Wands, it's like, I gotta fight for what I believe in. I have to fight for my and everything that counts is within my heart. And the reason why you feel like you need to battle so hard for this is because of past disappointments. 5 of Cups. Past disappointments, things that didn't go so well, things that were heart-wrenching, things that made you sad for both divine masculine, divine feminine. It's not specific to one of them. It's just for both of you. It didn't go well. Things didn't turn out super duper well. And so there's this impulse on one of your parts, maybe both of your parts, that I've got to fight for it. I've got to fight for this relationship. I've got to fight for the heart. If I don't fight for the heart, the same thing is going to happen that happened before. And it's going to wind up very emotionally messy. Emotionally messy, where things just get spilled. Somebody spills the milk. The thing, though, with the 5 of Cups is there are 2 cups remaining at the front. There are 2 cups remaining that are full. It doesn't mean that everything was destroyed. It doesn't mean that everything was spilled over. It doesn't mean that there's no more pieces to pick up from your relationship from the past, or your kinship or friendship or whatever you had together. It doesn't mean that everything was destroyed. It just means that some things didn't work out, and maybe those things were not meant to work out. But there's still something good here with the 2 of Cups that are remaining. And so the battling for your heart, the 7 of Wands, is maybe just a little overkill. Yes, protect your heart. Yes, fight for your love, whatever you have in that, whatever you've invested in that, I should say. But at the same time, take it easy to not go into overdrive. So it's really funny because my ex-husband, who didn't often give me good words of advice, but the one good word of advice, being a corporate person, that he said to me when I would ask for something, he said, don't keep selling it once it's sold. Don't keep selling it once it's sold. So what he meant by that was, in a way, if I kept talking, that I would talk him out of his decision. And so if I said, hey, let's buy this couch, and I gave all the arguments and the reasoning why we should buy this couch, if he said yes, I would keep talking. And he was trying to warn me, don't keep talking. You're going to talk me out of my decision. So I feel like there's some of that going on too, there's energies coming toward each other so quickly, with the Ace of Wands on the divine feminine side, the Knight of Swords on the divine masculine side, where there's energies coming toward rekindling, kind of like nothing can stop us now, but you might stop you now. You or your person might stop you, because I feel like you're so cautious of how it broke up in the past, or how it didn't work out in the past, that you feel like everything was destroyed. And that's simply not true. Not everything was destroyed. There are 2 cups remaining that are completely full, and they're all good. And that reminds us of the 2 of Cups, right? The 2 of Cups is like the reason you guys came together in the first place. So I would just say, just try to ease up on the overzealous part of it. If you do have a conversation, if you do have a promise, if you do have a date to talk, or you do have a date to go out. Let's have a look at the romance cards and see what the romance cards have to say for the twin flame, soulmate, or specific person couple here. And the reason why I'm including soulmates and specific person is because not everyone likes the labels. In fact, I will try to, if I can, link to my channel on this channel. I don't know if you can do that. I'm going to link the video that I talked about twin flame labels. If not, I'll put it in the description box, why labels don't really matter. So let's see, romance angels for this twin flame soulmate couple here. We've got this card, and it says, pay attention to the red flags. Honestly, I feel like the red flags are everything I talked about with the couple. That is all. It's not something else. It's not something different, not in this reading. In this reading, it's simply talking about if your intuition is telling you, let's say you're talking to your specific person, you're texting with your specific person, and you have this impulse, because of the 5 of Cups, you have this impulse to talk about the past, talk about the wounds of the past, or start going into the blame, shame, guilt game with your person. I would say the red flags are for you not to do that. Like, pay attention to the red flags. If your intuition is saying, hey, don't go there, don't go there, it's don't go there. Literally, do not go there. Okay, so let's see for this twin flame soulmate couple, what else for the romance cards? Release your ex. Yeah, so there's something about, well, I feel like it's release the ex energy from your connection. And then if there is a third party, obviously release that person too. I feel like the message more here is, if you were ever together with your twin flame soulmate specific person, if you were ever under any capacity, let's say you were friends and then you kissed and then you started to date and then one of you got freaked out and it didn't work out. Or let's say you were twin flames and it was fast and furious for 4 to 6 weeks, like many twin flames, and then it fizzled out and then somebody ghosted someone. Or maybe you were together for like a year and then something big happened and broke you up and you're considering still that person is your ex. Like, my twin flame is my ex person because they ghosted me or they left me or we're together and they broke up with me or they went off with another person. I feel like we need to clear that energy, clear that ex energy. And like the Ace of Wands, Ace of Fire, start it with a clean slate. Start it with a fresh slate, clean slate. This is not picking up where you left off. It's, yes, there would be some good things like the 2 of Cups remaining. There would be some good things, but it's not like we're picking up where we left off. We're starting fresh. We're starting new. So you can't consider that person as your ex because it's starting brand new. And that would be helpful, right? That would be the most helpful path. And then you guys can enjoy the honeymoon phase once again. You can enjoy that freshness of the honeymoon phase. You can enjoy the giddiness of the honeymoon phase, the butterflies in the tummy of the honeymoon phase. You get to appreciate that once again. So I feel like this is all coming together. So to warn you that this is going to be coming back together and it's going to be fresh and it's going to be new. And the energy might be a little awkward in the beginning and you might be thinking of the past or thinking about how you guys stopped talking to each other or who ghosted whom or whatever happened. And it's like, no. You don't need to battle it out for the heart. Just chill out a little bit. Look for the good stuff. Look for the 2 cups remaining and you should be okay. You should be fine. So let's see. These are the twin flame soulmate cards. We're going to see what comes out for my viewers who are viewing this video for the week of June 2nd. We've got 2 and we've got rebirth, which really speaks to the reading thus far. The phoenix rising from the ashes, it totally speaks to that. When we get the Ace of Fire, when we get the Knight of Swords, it's like something is coming together again. We've got go within though. And I feel like the go within is telling you, hey, meditate before you speak. Meditate before you text. Meditate before you jump on some topic that could be detrimental because it's talking about the past. It's talking about the ex, it's like you were this and you did that because that's how exes tend to talk to each other and you don't want to go there. You simply don't want to go there. Yeah, sometimes it might be helpful to iron things out and to set boundaries and to say, hey, the behavior that happened last time, not great. Let's erase that and let's say that won't happen again, like that kind of thing. Okay, so let's see what else. for this twin flame soulmate couple. What do we have here? So we have travel. So you guys might actually be traveling together or seeing each other because you're traveling to see each other. I know a lot of twin flames who live in different states, live in different countries. They're cities apart. They're miles apart. So this is June, right? A lot of people travel in June, July, and August, especially in the Northern Hemisphere. I know in the Southern Hemisphere, it's a little bit different, but a lot of people do travel. And I would say there might be some travel for you to see your specific person, for them to see you, but also you guys might actually travel together. The honeymoon card, the honeymoon phase of the relationship, this could be a literal honeymoon, but I am assuming if you are here right in front of me right now, watching this reading, that that's not exactly what's going on, that you're not engaged to be married and going on a honeymoon. It's possible. If it is, put it in the comment section below. But I am imagining this is more like the honeymoon phase of the relationship. But there is a boat. This is Venice, I believe. There is this indication of travel. So there may be something about traveling together or traveling to see one another. But there's definitely a rebirth coming, and it's happening fast. These are some message cards. Let's get Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine. What is happening? What's going on? What's coming from their heart right now? Let's see. Divine Masculine, what do you need to say to Divine Feminine? Okay, so we've got sticky cards. They were sticking together. I know who you are to me. I recognize and acknowledge this connection. I just can't do this right now. Now, again, we're talking about a rebirth. I feel like the rebirth could be dipping the toes in the water, So that doesn't mean Divine Masculine isn't rushing toward Divine Feminine. See, the problem with this though is that they could rush in but not have a plan. They could rush in but their life is still in shambles. They could rush in but their life is still a mess. So when they say like, I recognize you, you're my soul, you're my person, you're my soulmate, you're my twin flame, you're my specific person, I recognize you. It could be coming in, dipping in the toes, rushing towards you, but then going, my life's still a mess. I got to figure this out somehow. So I do feel like there might be some of that. And that's why I feel like the battle could happen because that could remind you of the 5 of Cups, of like the past emotional disappointments. And I would say, don't let it. It could be just the overzealous nature of the Knight of Swords without exactly having a plan, a plan to follow through. So let's see. I'm hiding my real feelings, not just from you, but from myself. So if they have never spoken their feelings to you, it's because of that they're hiding their feelings from themselves and from you. Don't take it personally. Don't feel like they don't care. They do care. They're just having a hard time articulating the caring. Okay, so from DM to DF. You made me feel something and this was confusing. Yeah, so I feel like here we're definitely dealing with a DM who is not someone who is generally very in touch with their deeper emotions. And because they're not generally in touch with their deeper emotions, like what I see with the Knight of Swords is that they're very action oriented. And since they're very action oriented, they take actions because it feels good in the moment. They take actions because they want to in the moment without really reflecting on how is this going to make me feel and how is this going to make the other person feel. And it's not out of ill will. It's almost like the impulsiveness of a child. And so the problem with that though is that through the deep connection, the soul connection, they recognize that the feelings really run a lot deeper. It's just they hadn't taken the time to reflect on the emotions and exactly what those emotions mean to them. And so if they ran away, if they ghosted you, if they stopped texting you, if they stopped coming to see you, whatever it happened to be, it was like, oh my God, I have all these feelings. I don't know what to do with this. I don't do feelings very well. I need to figure this out. More of that might actually happen though, because with the Knight of Swords energy, it's like rushing in, not really thinking things through very much. But I wouldn't say that that's a bad thing. I feel like each time they see you, each time you see them, each time there's a rebirth, there is a new building block that happens. There's a new foundation that is built. And as that foundation is building, it's getting stronger and stronger. And so I do feel things are coming back around. Things are coming together. Things are rebirthing between you and your soulmate, twin flame specific person. Release the old energy though. Release that energy of what has happened in the past, because that's irrelevant to what is going on right now. You guys are in a new phase. Again, set boundaries when needed, state the behavior that happened and say, look, that wasn't ideal. I don't want that type of behavior to happen again. If you can help it, but I wouldn't go much further than that, ruminating on whose fault it was or who to blame or whatever, those blame, shame, guilt tactics that never work. They in fact push the other person away. And just know that you're not going to have to fight for this relationship in the way that you thought in the past you've had to fight for it. Or maybe just past relationships you used to fight for. You're not going to have to fight for this. Just let it happen. Let it flow. Be open to it. Be open to your feelings. And be open to the fact that maybe feeling this deeply is very new to your person. It's really new for them, that it's almost shocking to them that they could feel this deeply for somebody. And maybe they thought they knew what love was. And in fact, they didn't really know what love was until they met you. And so now it's throwing them for a loop, because what they thought were the feelings equated with love are something so much deeper than they've ever conceived that it's now very confusing to them. It's very like jarring to who they are as a person that they could be that vulnerable with someone else. So I hope this was helpful to help you along on your romance journey, whether you're a twin flame soulmate or you have a specific person in mind. Thank you so much for joining me here today. And hey, you can download my free twin flame affirmations meditation on my website. I will put the link in the description box below. Thank you for supporting this channel. You can purchase one of my 12 published books. You can book a reading with me. Thank you for subscribing, clicking on that bell, scrolling up to all for all notifications. Thank you for giving the video a thumbs up and sharing with others who could use a romance reading. I want to thank you for joining me on the new channel, and I will see you in the next video.